Well, my friends, the time has come for me to show you my next project that I am super, super excited about. First of all, look at these nails. I need to get them on film because I just did them today. I don't even know if you're going to be able to see it from this angle, like if I'm too close, if I'm not close enough. But anyway, they're probably going to chip by tomorrow. But they're so cute. I love how they turned out. Yeah, these stickers are already coming off. So anyway, I just had to show those. Hey, what's up? Okay, so I think the last video that you saw from me was me showing off my beautiful creation that I put on Amazon, the More Money, More Freedom Savings Challenge book. And if you didn't see that video, go check it out. And in that video, I told you that I had another project that I had released on Amazon as well. And here it is. I am ready to show it. I am equally as excited, if not maybe even more excited about this one, because once again, it is something I have never done before, and I hope it's going to be useful to a lot of you. I know it's going to be useful to me. So yeah. All right. So without further ado, I created, ta-da, a budget planner, you guys. I'm so excited. Now, what was my reasoning behind creating this? Maybe you don't care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. So for the last few weeks, I have been trying to think about what kind of planner or system I'm going to be using for 2024. So right now I do use the Happy Planner. I do love the Happy Planner because I love the disc bound system. I love that I can put pages in, take them out, and so on. However, a couple things. I don't use probably like 75 to 80% of that planner. The only thing I use are the pages that I created that I print out and stick in the planner. And I basically just stick them in there to kind of have them all in one spot. So I actually don't even really use any of that planner except for the discs, I guess, and the tabs. I don't even use the calendar, nothing anymore. So that's one thing. Also, to be honest, and this is going to sound like a first world problem, but it's kind of a pain in the butt for me to print out the sheets and stick them in the planner. I have to print them out. I have to punch them. And sometimes I just get lazy and don't want to do that. So, I mean, that's another small reason. But, you know, those things kind of led me to thinking, okay, so what do I want to do for next year then? If I'm not going to use the Happy Planner, what do I want to use? And when I started this whole venture of publishing books on Amazon, I thought to myself, okay, well, why don't I make a planner for myself? And so that's what I did. So here it is. It is undated, and even though I am a person who actually loves, you know, all things rainbow and colorful, surprisingly, I went super neutral and I absolutely love it. So I went with this marble kind of background and just some, you know, floral outlines for the cover. And I absolutely love how it turned out. I think this will appeal to a lot of people, hopefully. And yeah, I just absolutely love it. I think it's beautiful. It has the same kind of like soft feeling cover as the Savings Challenge book, the same paper that I love and everything. Now, this sucker is super thick. It is actually 195 pages. So it is good for an entire year. You can use this for the entire year and not need another planner. It is also undated, so you can start this at any time of any year and, you know, continue it through whenever, okay? So yeah, I love it, you guys. I just love it. All right, so let me show you the inside because I feel like I had more to say, but you all know my brain and I just don't remember. So let's show you the inside. Okay, so the very first page. Now, here's another thing. Like I said, I don't use a lot of the typical like planner sheets. So at first, this was going to be a super duper bare bones planner, but I started adding a few things that I thought other people might use. Again, just to make this, more useful for others, basically. So the first page here, you're going to have a yearly goals page. And so this is where you can just kind of jot down, some goals you have for the year. Then I take it further and I break it down into monthly goals for you. So you have a square for each and every month of the year, and you can, if you want to break your goals down further, here's where you can write them. Every page has this same kind of like muted marble background. And I'm using the same 2 or 3 fonts throughout the entire book as well. So it's really cohesive, just really super muted and pretty, in my opinion. Then I give you a page for your expense categories. So if you are someone who, writes out your categories for your expenses, for example, food, bills, fun, I don't know, here's the boxes where you can do that. So, maybe your category is food, and then under it you would do groceries, dining out, whatever. Maybe you have a gift category, and under that category you would put birthdays, holidays, things like that. However you want to use this page, it's up to you. And then I know people like to highlight their categories as well in different colors. So if you want to do that, you can, use highlighters or whatever. So that's that. And then that is it. And then we get into the actual monthly breakdown for each month. So it does start with January, but once again, it is undated. So you do have a calendar for every month, but because it's undated, you can go in and write the dates, in the calendar for whatever year you are working with. I do also have a section here for notes and important dates under the calendar. If you want to put birthdays in that month, holidays, what celebrations, anything like that. Maybe you want to transfer your goals from this monthly goal sheet over to here, so you have them here on the month, whatever you want to do. Okay. Next to each month page is your monthly paycheck breakdown. Now, not everybody budgets like me, of course. I like to budget by month. Some people don't do that. Some people budget just week to week or paycheck to paycheck. You get, in addition to the calendar for each month, you get 1 monthly paycheck breakdown and 5 weekly paycheck breakdowns per month. That's why this book is so thick. You get basically 6 paycheck breakdowns per month, because if you're someone who gets paid weekly and there's sometimes 5 weeks in a month, you need that 5th one. The 6th one is if you also budget monthly. So this you may or may not use, depending on how you budget. This I, of course, will be utilizing. And I wanted to make sure to put the monthly paycheck breakdown next to the calendar, because I know some people also write their bills on the calendar, and that's how they kind of keep track of which bills are paid with which paycheck. I don't do that, but I know some people do. So another problem with basically all of the planners and all of the budget sheets out there that I found personally was that they never had enough sinking fund or bill slots for me. I always had to kind of squeeze them in. That was why I originally made my own budget sheets, because there were never enough slots for me. So this has a ton of space for bills, a ton of space for sinking funds, even a lot of space for cash envelopes. And then, your extra savings, this is where I like to put savings challenges, or, if I might put maybe debt payments or something like that. So that is another reason for developing my own planner, just basically so I have enough room for everything. Okay, so in your month, you get your calendar, you get your monthly breakdown, and then you go into your weeklies, okay? If you get paid twice a month, you're just gonna use, 2 paycheck breakdowns plus the monthly one if you also budget monthly. Hopefully that makes sense. So you will actually have extra then that you can, you know, use, this planner then can actually last you longer than a year if you want to use the extra pages that you have. Completely up to you. So you have your paycheck breakdown, and then you have your cash breakdown. So if you're somebody that uses this, the breakdown, you would write your category, you would write how much cash you want to take out for that category, and then what denominations you want to use, and then your total down here. I think most of us in the cash budgeting world know how to use this. If you don't, you know, if you have questions about it or whatever, you can let me know below, but there are a bajillion videos on it. But I did the layout so that, you know, on purpose, so that the monthly breakdown was always next to the calendar. And then the cash breakdown is always next to the paycheck breakdown. So you're not having to turn pages to look back at totals and whatever. You have your totals here and your cash breakdown right next to it. Okay, so as I said, you get the monthly breakdown, but then you get 5 of these. So 5 paycheck breakdowns with 5 cash breakdowns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then after that, you get 3 expense trackers. So, you know, again, if you're someone who tracks your spending, I do not, but these sheets, you know, hopefully will be useful for you. So you have your date, your description, whatever you purchased, your category. So if you categorize your expenses, again, it might be food, it might be fun, it might be gifts, whatever it is. And then how much did you spend? And then you can go further if you want to highlight it based on how you highlight your expense categories, you know, you can do that as well. So you get 3 of those. So 1, 2, and 3. So 3 of those per month. And then the last thing you get is a sinking funds tracker for each month. Not everybody does this. I love to do this. And, you know, I'm excited again to have it all in one place here, so I can look back at my entire planner and see, you know, how much I was able to save in sinking funds in the month. You have your months here, you just circle which month it is, and then you write your year here, because again, this is undated, so potentially I could be using this in the year 2027. So, you know, you would just write whatever year it is there. And that's it. Then it goes on to the next month. So very kind of like simple, but at the same time, you know, very useful. I tried to include everything that y'all would need. I did ask for, you know, feedback on my community post. I said, what things would you want to see in a planner? And some people said a sinking funds tracker, which I did include. I think some people said an expense tracker, which I did include. So yeah, you have it all, in addition to a couple goal sheets and things like that. And that's it. That's the whole entire thing. Again, 195 pages, because this is good for an entire year, and actually potentially longer if you're paid, you know, twice a month. Okay. Then in here we have, as with the other book, it says this was made in the US in North Haven, Connecticut on October 8th, which I think that's so neat how it gives you the date and where it was made. And then here's the back cover. I decided to put a QR code for anybody that potentially buys this on Amazon that doesn't know about my YouTube channel, which I doubt that's even going to happen, but you never know. That's a QR code to get right to my YouTube channel. So there it is. All right. Let me know, what do you guys think? I'm so excited about this. As for the price, it is $12.99. It is, I hope, super affordable, especially considering it's going to last you an entire year or more. And hopefully, you know, this is coming out right at the correct time when everyone's trying to decide what they're going to be using for next year as far as their budget planner and things like that. I will be using this. I may even start this year. I kind of don't really want to wait. I do have budget sheets already printed out for the rest of the year, but I may just move to this. So I will be doing at least one video showing you, you know, how I'm going to fill this out, how I budget and whatever. So look forward to that. But of course, if you have any questions on how to use any of these sheets, absolutely just ask me anytime. But yeah, I think that if you're a cash budgeter who's been doing this for a little bit, I think you'll probably be familiar with all these sheets. If you are interested in this, I will have the link below in my description box. Once again, I do believe it is an affiliate link, so I will make a little bit. You know, as I said, I don't make a lot on these. I don't make the full $12.99 or anything like that. So if you choose to buy this, I would love it if you would use my affiliate link. It would just help me out a little bit. Now, again, this is a super, like I said, really neutral version and everything, and I do love it. I think it's so pretty. But I also had the idea to make kind of like a seasonal one with like holidays and stuff. I actually got the inspiration from Tracy over at Golden Girl Budgets because she recently bought like stickers for her Budget Mom planner, and I absolutely loved the Halloween one with the ghosts and things. So I'm thinking about doing that for the months. So like, you know, January would have maybe snowflakes, December might have, you know, Santas or whatever. I don't know. I just think that would be fun and super cute, and I would, you know, probably do that in color. It would be the same kind of pages, but just a more fun, colorful version. I also thought about doing like a really super bright, colorful version because you all know I love colors. You probably don't care about all this, but anyway. This is the planner. I'm super excited about it. I absolutely love how it turned out. Oh, one more thing. I know in my last video I had said I wasn't sure about the paper, if marker would bleed through. I said that I suspected it would. So why don't we test this out? Since this is going to be my planner, you know, let's just test it out. So let's do some coloring. I'm going to pull out my new markers too, and I'm really coloring on here. I'm not trying to go light-handed or anything. Let's see if it bleeds. Yeah, it bleeds. And that's what I thought. You know, just to be completely upfront, I did kind of think, because like I said, this paper is not the thickest. It's not the thinnest. Okay, so anyway, that is something to know. Now, because this is a planner and not a savings challenge book, I don't know that you'll necessarily be coloring in it a lot. Of course, you know, you may be highlighting if you highlight your expense categories. Let's try out this new glitter highlighter I have that actually doesn't work that well, but it is supposed to be a highlighter, although I did go pretty heavy there. Yeah. Let's see. Let's try some actual normal highlighters. You can see that, but it doesn't bleed through, if that makes sense. Hopefully these are showing up on camera. Let me move this over and I'll try to, you know, zoom in here. Here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. So just so you're aware, you know, I don't think I had an option to choose any thicker type of paper or whatever, but regardless, I'm super happy with this. I absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. So that's it. I won't keep you any longer, but please let me know your thoughts below. Let me know if there's anything you want me to create, because now I'm kind of like, I want to make more stuff. So yeah, just let me know. Again, if you're interested in this at all, the link is below. Even if you just want to check it out on Amazon, be my guest. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here with me, for coming along with me. I love you all. I truly appreciate all of your support, all of your love, and I will see you guys in the next one.